Okay, so let's talk about getting our OMG kit out and using it on our face to release tension in our face, to actually increase circulation, collagen production in our face. So we've got blaster oil up on our neck, face, all areas. And you can use a steamer or not. You can use a warm towel. You can use the shower. There's so many options. I just happen to have my steamer here. I thought I would get that going. So with the OMG kit, I like to actually invigorate up my chest and stimulate my lymphatic system. I go up my platysma muscle. Let's see if I can get this a little closer. My platysma muscle, only go up on that muscle. It's a superficial muscle. It's where the creepy skin starts, and it goes all the way from between our breast to our jowls. So we want to kind of lift that baby up. We've got our tight muscles over here on the side, and we want to kind of, and our lymph line, we want to clean down that lymph line. And then I like to scrub underneath my chin, and I'm pretty vigorous underneath the chin and on the whole jawline. Then when I'm coming around the mouth, I go in both directions over the lips, and then swoop up, swoop up, swoop up underneath my cheekbone and down, clean my lymph. I swoop up, swoop up, swoop up, clean down my lymph. And then I go straight up and underneath the lymph duct that's right here. Maybe this is too hard to see, huh? A lymph duct, but this is right underneath the cheekbone. So I'm scooping and stopping, scooping and stopping, scooping and stopping. Now over the cheekbone, I go really light. I want to keep all volume there. I just want to flush a little toxins, maybe underneath my eye. That's where I pull. Up and under the brow bone. Here I'm pretty aggressive. And I'm releasing tension underneath that brow bone. I'm going straight up to my hairline, across my forehead, and out. On the 11s, a little more vigorous. I like to hold the end of my nose, and I go down on each side. So let's repeat this over here. Clean, very light under the eyes. Clean, a little more assertive underneath the brow bone. I'll turn this off so you can see clear. Assertive under the brow bone. And then up, 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 and out. Then I switch to the 1-tooth tool, and I go to the meatier areas. This is meatier, thicker, denser tissue. And I do that on my chin. I go up my bone, and I've got 2 teeth of the 1-tooth tool bordering each side of my jawbone. And I go back and forth on the masseter muscle, up and down, looking for tension on the masseter muscle, which is our chewing muscle. It's dense tissue back here. That muscle is really strong. Then I like to border my nose rim with the 2 teeth, holding my nose at the bottom. And I've got kind of a puggier nose, so I spend a little bit more time on the tip, and I go back and forth. But if my whole nose was meaty, I would do this a longer period on the whole nose. Then I switch to the bunny ears. It's probably what I use the most as far as the longest duration in my blasting. I use the bunny ears to pick up weighted skin. So I've got weighted jowls. I'm picking them up. I'm scooping them up to the lymph duct at the bottom of my cheekbone. And then any kind of line, fold, line, wrinkle, crevice, however you want to look at it. And I think about lifting. So I'm kind of lifting up away at a diagonal, pulling up that line, right? So here, 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 and then lifting up on my nasal labial folds. And I like the bunny ears because they're a little softer at the end. So tissue, we want to think about on our face is a little thicker or thinner. We want to keep it really nice and plump and not break it down too much. Then I like to come up where the occipital ridge is here, or excuse me, the orbital ridge. And I do hold my skin tight. I do cross fiber underneath here. Cross fiber to it. I treat it like a scar. And then we've got the crow's feet. And so then I do whispering little fanning at my crow's feet. Whispering little fanning at the crow's feet. Okay. So orbital ridge, where we kind of get those folds and fluids that build up, especially with age, as our skin gets a little softer, laxer. And then at that brow, at that crow's feet, whispering out. So I kind of lightly, I'm like feathering it out. Now more assertively, if I had 11s here, which I don't, but I have got a little stronger tissue on each side of where it would be 11, I'm going to do cross fiber to that. And here I'm pushing a little bit more assertively because these are strong muscles. Who are these strong muscles? That's why a lot of people will see, you'll see have really strong 11 lines here. Okay, spend a decent amount of time there. Now, then I take the nugget. I love this mini nugget. I use this in many places all over my whole body, including my feet, my hands substantially. But I'm always going to go and look for tension spots. So I go back to like my masseter and I kind of open my jaw a little on the inside and I get in between that opening and I vector it in different ways, trying to release the tension in there. Okay. And you'll find your spot and you vector it in different ways in order to find where you, how you can release it. Another thing I love to do with this is to take out the pressure underneath my brow bone. It's amazing how sensitive this can be, but I'm thinking about increasing the arch of my eyebrow bone so that my eyebrows can be more lifted, my eyes can have more of an opening. I also have fine lines around the lips, and I found that this is really nice for that. So I comb or I pin my lip down, and I take this and just at a medium pressure, not too intense. And I rub this back and forth, trying to get blood supply, collagen in between those, what people call smoker's line. Never been a smoker, but straw drinking or just expressive, lots of kissing maybe lines. We'll call it the kissing lines. That sounds a lot better than smoker's line, right? Now we have a lot of nerve endings right around our hairline. So I like to also take this and just go right above my ear and I work my way around my head. Around my head. Right at the hairline. Feels so good. And I like to take it at the occipital ridge, which is the ridge in the back of your head. And I do that same thing I did around my hairline here, but I do it to the back. That's where we hold a lot of tension. That's where we can also get a lot of dragging in our face just from the tension in the back of our neck. Then I pick up the gua sha, and the gua sha, I'm going up in the middle, over to the side and down, up the middle tissue, over to the side and down, up the middle tissue, over the side and down. And then I reach around the back and I release some tension in the neck, right? So up in the middle, over to the side and down, in the middle, over to the side and down, which is like the tension. I dig into these a little deeper to release the tension and clean the lymph. Then you're going to come and you're going to scoop up, always scooping up, scooping up, scooping up, down at the bottom, in the middle, underneath the eye, the bottom, the middle, the eye, and then I come and I clean that down. Meaning cleaning, I'm taking it to the lymph line and down to the duct. I'm around the eye and I pull up. I pull up. So the upper eye, and I'm pulling up because I want all of my tissue to go up, opening my eye and lifting my skin. So in the lower, the middle, the upper area into the eye, much more gentle in that area. In the middle, upper eye, the bottom, in the middle, more gentle under the eye, clean it down to the lymph duct. Like the top of the eye and lifting out the corner. Top of the eye, out the corner. Top of the eye, out the corner, and then up, 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 across my whole forehead. Across my whole forehead. Lifting all of that up. Okay, now go and wash the face with the post cleanse or the post blast cleaner, and you can put on the firming serum. You can put on any serums you want. That firming is really good to put it on nice, clean skin. I like to dab it together, warm it up a little in my pot, dab it, and let it sit all by itself before I introduce anything else, makeup or anything, and let it actually sit on my face. I hope this is helpful. Okay, so the OMG kit, right? That's my baby. I can use this invigorator on my face many times in a day. Love it. Creating collagen, blood supply, and that all gives us more beauty and more radiance in our skin.